Hey, what's up guys? It's Rob here with another movie review. I rented a movie along with Homefront. If you guys haven't seen my Homefront review, check it out. I rented Out of the Furnace with Christian Bale, Woody Harrelson, William Dafoe, Casey Affleck, Zoe Saldana. So I didn't see this movie in theaters, but I've seen other people's reviews of it. Now, this is going to have a rant on it, but it's nothing that I'm really mad or angry at. It's nothing to get all crazy about, but the main problem I had with this film is the pacing. I think it had awkward pacing. It was very, very slow moving to where I'm just like this, like, oh God, like, I wanted to be interested in what was going on, but at the same time I was like, can we please get this scene over with? Stop dragging on. The acting was brilliant in this film. Christian Bale's acting, Woody Harrelson, I have to say Woody Harrelson's acting was phenomenal. This guy was like intimidating on screen. The stuff that he would do was intimidating. I mean, the guy was a monster. Like I said, Christian Bale, he was good. Casey Affleck, not really a big fan of Casey Affleck, but from what I've seen in this film, he did pretty good. William Dafoe, he was really good as well. Zoe Saldana, she didn't really have that much screen time as well as Forrest Whitaker. He, he's a cop in this film, and he shows up every now and then. But the acting was great. The filming, the shots and everything, it was filmed awesome. I love that. It's just the story. It would skip, and what I mean is there'd be plot points left out when you're watching it, and they don't explain anything until later on. For instance, there is a scene where Christian Bale's driving and he hits another car. And he goes to the car to check and see if anybody was inside, and there's a couple people and like a little kid that they're not moving. But do we think they're dead or they're just not moving? Like they're knocked out or whatever, they're hurt. The scene cuts to him in prison. And like you assume, okay, he killed those people, but it was an accident. He was drinking before, but was he drunk? I don't know. You can't really tell. You find out later that he was drinking, so he must have been a little buzzed, but from the way it looked, he didn't see this car. It just kind of pulled out in front of him. So obviously he went to prison because obviously those two are dead in the car, so he went to prison for it. Drinking and driving. I didn't really care for that. I mean, it's like it cuts to another scene and it leaves you hanging to explain down the road, where by that time you don't give a shit. So I think the pacing of this film sucked. It really sucked. Otherwise, like I said, I don't have a huge problem with this film. It's just that it's probably a film that I would never watch again, really, because I thought it was just, I had to pretty much open my eyes, I kept being like, oh God, like wanting to fall asleep, but I wasn't going to let it. So the story is Christian Bale and Casey Affleck, they're brothers, and Christian Bale's a very hard worker. He works in a mill. Casey Affleck, he was, I believe, he's in the military. He was in the military, and he came back, and instead of working hard for a living, like, he fights. He's in like these street fights for money and stuff, and he wants to do one more fight. He goes up against Woody Harrelson's, I wouldn't really say gang, but there's like a bunch of guys up there that live like up the mountain or whatever, and they're like really just weird people, like tough guys who don't give a shit about anything. They'll kill you on the spot and not even care. And William Dafoe is ahead of this stuff. Like, he's the one who sets Casey Affleck up with fights. So William Dafoe and him go up there and they, start fighting. They do the fight, and then afterwards, Woody Harrelson ends up killing Casey Affleck. So then Christian Bale finds out about it, and then, you know what happens from there. He wants to go after this guy. And Forrest Whitaker, he's a police officer, and he's in the middle of it. And that's another thing, like the pacing, but the end. I didn't really care for the way it ended because we don't know. I don't want to give away the ending. I really don't. Something that happens between Christian Bale and Woody Harrelson, I don't want to give it away because it can go either way. But I didn't like the ending, just to be honest with you. But this movie, it just killed me. The pace of it. It was just so fucking boring. Just because a movie has good acting and the shots are cool. It just seems like a great movie overall. There are certain things that keep you held back. And the pacing for me is what it was. I felt like they should have did a different way. I don't know. But anyway, overall, check the movie out. If you can, it's at least worth a watch. I don't know how you would think of it, but honestly, the movie wasn't for me. I don't think I'll be buying it. It's just a movie that I don't think I would watch again. I don't know. It's sad to say, But anyway, that's the basic gist of the movie. I don't want to spoil anything because I think you can kind of guess what happens. But all I'm going to say is the best performance by far was Woody Harrelson. Best performance, in my opinion. He stole the show every time he was on screen. Even in the beginning, like what he does to this, tries to do with this girl. He's parked at this, drive-in movie. And he tries to do something to this girl, and this guy next to him is like, is there a problem here? And he gets out and he beats the shit out of this guy. Literally beats the shit out. And it was great to see him like that because Woody Harrelson is a good actor. I liked him in White Man Can't Jump. Money Train I liked him in. He's good in The Hunger Games as Haymitch. I like him as an actor. But this movie just wasn't for me. So it's hard to do an in-depth review of this movie without spoiling it, and I don't want to spoil it. All I'm going to say is when you watch the ending, it's really weird. Like I said, plot points are missed and explained later. However, the ending isn't explained because of what happens and what Forrest Whitaker says to Christian Bale while the confrontation with him and Woody Harrelson. Whatever happens, but then afterwards, before the credits, it shows Christian Bale there, and you kind of think, wait a minute, what happened? So I don't know. I hated the ending. Overall, give this movie a watch. Tell me what you think in the comments of this movie, honestly. I didn't like it. Really, I really did not like the movie for what it was. But it had good acting, but that's not enough to make me go out and buy it or like it. So, whatever. It wasn't for me. So if you like the movie, that's cool. I'm not going to judge you. That's awesome. So anyway, this is Rob, and hope you guys check out my channel for more videos. I do have, if you haven't seen my past videos, I have a bunch of horror collection ones and also reviews, and I do plan to do more reviews. So stay tuned. See you guys next time.